Everyone, Matsume, Pivishi.
Eat the tea is sinin. I think it is a good day. I think so. Or ni is sinin.
Ice
I don't
Cube.
know.
I thought you were Comanche, but whatever.
On paper, but yeah, on paper I am. Per cap's coming out, but Arapaho through and through. Other than
Well,
that,
we are back. It's been a long week.
7 days like usual.
Had to take a little,
Height.
Hiatus.
yeah, I had to give it a break. Can't be on every day, even
Yeah.
though I am on.
His head was getting too big. He couldn't get home.
Yeah, my neck was worthless.
Yeah, stuck in bed. Just
No,
post
actually-
those messages.
Actually, I was getting mad. I'll just be honest.
transparency. That's what we
I'll
need.
just be transparent. I was getting mad at my, my coworkers, expecting, this is my baby, right? Like, this is my baby.
right here.
Like
Right here.
He's right
this.
Right here.
Well, that's my son. But this show is like my baby. So I was expecting other people to
Babysit.
babysit. And we all know what happens when you get expectations, right?
Mhm.
And I was like taking it personal. And I was in the training, Fathers of Tradition, which was a great, great training. That gave me another way to get centered, and do some reflecting, do some, step work. I did like go back to the basics and look at why am I letting this
Right.
thing?
It's my mom.
Your baby mama.
Yeah, she
Ooh.
goes, cool shirt, Darian. Good to see you. Hi, BD. Baby
What up?
daddy.
What up, baby? What up,
And then you got
baby?
Nat.
Oh, hey, it's
She don't mean anything to me anymore.
yeah.
Calling all
She's
kinds
got
of things
Eric
baby
now,
today.
so we're moving on.
All right. Well, you were going in.
Yeah, I was going in. Well, I had to really look at why I was getting upset with my coworker. It's obviously nobody's responsibility. And I don't need to be getting mad because, maybe they ain't got the time. Maybe, there's all kinds of reasons that I don't need to add anger to, already what's going on. I mean, we do a lot around here. We do a whole lot around here. And for me to expect them to treat my baby good, but I was taking it personal. So, it was actually like a good week off. So, speaking with Brother Albert, I got to spend time with Bryce, Chad, Heights, Johnny Powell, Jacob. I mean, there was just so many, Mr. Hathcote, Alan King, Mr. Barry Hill. I mean, Mr. Scott, like there was just so many individuals that, like they, they really looked up to what we got going on. And me like feeling that pressure, like, oh, I'm not even going to be able to deliver that message today. And then I'm putting it off on somebody else. Like, get your buns on there. Get your cat buns on
In the
there.
middle of an alleyway doing outreach.
Yeah.
Someone do the live. Got like 100 people here trying to help. Getting all mad.
And I'm thinking my cause is more important than whatever else we're doing, So it took, I was just like, you know what? I don't even give a shit. Like it is what it is, like, but like I feel like I needed to feel all of those emotions
Process them.
to process them and really understand why I feel that way. And with the tools that I have today, thankful to, Wellbriety and AA and, I'm able to process those things and realign myself and look at, what's really the underlying, problem. It isn't that nobody did the live. It's just that I feel like it's a responsibility of not only me, but the whole program to, to keep this thing going, because, like I'm hearing all these great things about, what it is for us to, to put ourselves out there, to actually get vulnerable on camera. And, it just made me kind of realize the basics of why we do this. We do it to help the next alcoholic and addict. And if we can say something to inspire, like, because my prayer always before this is, don't let me put how I feel, what I want, how I expect things to be, like it's always like, give me the creator, give me your words, give me, let the person that needs to hear what I have to say, let me hear your words, not mine. I'm just a vessel. That's all I want to be, is a vessel of his work. So, if I can keep that in perspective, then, ain't no reason to be getting mad at anybody.
That's why I was like, listen, man, because I was like, hey, we can't force a share, because I mean, you can see, when we're feeling it, when we're not, and it's, it's contagious. Just like hope is contagious, so is like kind of that defeated feeling and stuff. And I feel like a lot of us have been getting burnt out. Like, we're doing something every day. Like we're in jails 2 days out of the week, in the community, at least one, maybe two, maybe more than that, doing all sorts of stuff. And so I can see a lot of us, going
on the go, just always going, always going.
And then sometimes all we need is our unfiltered yelling at each other in here, not on camera, because it gets way worse than this. But I feel like a lot of us now, are going through, like, we want to be more present in all, like in our home lives and everything like that. Like I see it with us, with people in recovery. Like we're getting,
we do a lot,
tired. We want to, be present for our kids, because a lot of us are like like this,
on the weekends are the only time I get to see my kids. They don't live with me, but then they're, which is understandable, their grandma or their auntie don't like me taking them to dances out of town, because I'm dancing and I'm not really just there watching them. So that's kind of became like, something else that I got to keep in mind. So, we do a lot. I mean, which we're not griping about doing a lot. We're just pointing out the fact that, hey, we got families. My brother Dave Levi, he taught me, you work on yourself, you work on your family, you work on your community, then you work on your nation.
And it's not even in that order. Like you go back and forth, continuous at the same time, because it's like you'll acknowledge when you're slacking in certain areas and how to improve on it. And I think that's what we're all in that same season right now, where we're all like, we want to be more present with our families. And
we may be in different seasons with our family. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, my daughter's been grounded. So whenever they're grounded, I don't get to see them, talk to them. She's usually grounded from her phone. So I went like a whole month without even being able to like see or talk to my kids, which kind of, it drives me crazy, but it also, like, I got to go to Stomp Dance this weekend. And that was, like, that's a whole nother experience in itself, like spiritually. Like, I just remember sitting there listening to them talk their language. I seen how, like, everyone there was like involved in one way or another. I mean, and I have nephews, that are Park Creek and Seminole, so I mean, it was great. Like, I needed that spiritually. And when you're on spiritually, the rest will follow. Your emotional, your mental, and your physical. So that was great.
I mean, just describes how we process emotion. We got to lash out at least once, though. I mean, you got to.
I was like cussing at my sisters. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cussing. I mean, I put it in like the group chat and I'm cussing at everybody, but for some reason I just felt, thinking like, what are they doing?
That's how I felt on Saturday. I had to go through my resentment list real quick. Like, oh my God, all these people aren't here. And then I was dancing. I was like, all right, it's all going to be good.
Yeah.
It's like maybe I was pouting a little bit too much. Even
That's how
though
I felt.
Carmelo was going to put his new ribbon shirt on. It's like, I'm going to wipe the deodorant off and then put it on.
I'm just gonna wear just your ribbon shirt.
Yep. Not even button it.
Do we have any comments?
That says expectation
That's
is
the one.
premeditated resentment.
That's a good one.
She also says, I'm not a baby mama, though.
No, she
not
isn't.
my circus.
Yeah.
I'm your monkey, though. I am your monkey.
Chunky monkey.
You guys got some weird nicknames.
Yeah.
Oh. Dave says, can we get a shout out to the nephews and nieces at South Coast?
Hey, yes. I got a nephew and a brother over there, but y'all have a big brother and an uncle, behind, Uncle David, Auntie Shannon, I mean, Uncle Justin, like we're all a family. And I always got to remember that if anybody can guide me, it'll be your facilitators, it'll be your techs. If you think nobody's ever felt the way that you felt, look at these individuals and listen to them and, let them kind of guide you on, what to do next. Ultimately it's going to be your decision. But I mean, that big book, that Wellbriety book, all those tools that you're given, like it's happening for a reason. Like these things are being brought to you for a reason. And, it's going to be up to you to accept them. So big shout out to, and it's not going to be South Coast much longer. I'm not going to say what they're going to go by next, but
Tour?
no.
All right, good. We're the tour.
But, they have they're going to be rebranding here soon. So shout out again to West Coast, South Coast Behavioral. Give yourself a chance, open them ears, shut that mouth.
Yeah.
That's honestly how it has to happen. Yeah. You have to be able to accept the help, surrender, complete surrender. So do we have any more comments?
Miss Brianna Rochelle says, good afternoon.
Hey, Bribby.
And Cassie B says, love it. This is why communication matters. Humans trying to be human. You guys are doing great. Stacy Starr says, afternoon, guys. Winona gets on there and says, 1,000% Darian. Burnout can happen at the rate y'all are going.
Yeah.
You have a great team, though, and supporting the work you all are doing. Family first always. Mr. Daniel Given says, stress season. Cassandra Faye says, we love to help. I love to help. Good topic today, guys. Definitely that season for me. Ready and available for my kids in this time of rest. And then Winona gets on there and corrects herself. Darian.
Spells
My
it
bad.
right.
Tatum says, I definitely haven't been able to show up to work as my best self. I look forward to being back Thursday refreshed.
Yeah, we
I'm
hope
just
so.
kidding.
Yes, start
I'm
yelling.
just kidding.
Yeah.
Continuing our argument.
Yeah.
Going.
And then
You're the reason we haven't been live.
and it's great, when you have, that self-awareness, that self-awareness that, okay, maybe I am getting off balance, and what helped me get centered was me thinking about when I, going back to whenever I was most grateful. Like every day I'm grateful, right? Every day I'm thankful. Every day I know how to appreciate, being present. But there's something that stuck out to me, because I'm thinking back in my head, when else was like I completely grateful, thankful, and appreciative that I couldn't even hide it, and I kind of explained a little bit in the office when that was, but I mean, like the relief that came over me that, like I have to see it for it to be real. You know what I mean? I have to hear things for it to be real. I have to feel things for it to be real. I got to smell it. I got to, like it has to be like a real deal thing. But when you talk about faith, like that's on a whole nother level And I remember being grateful, whenever I was in ceremony, because I'm blind. I'm blind. Like I remember being so grateful that I remember like when I had that realization that I'm gonna be able to finish. Like I'm gonna be able to, suffer more. I'm gonna be able to, like go through this whole ceremony. Like like when I had that realization, like I just remember crying. Crying so much, like I was scared that I was gonna like blow my whistle the way I was crying. Doo, 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 doo.
Get snot in
Yeah.
it. Be blowing bubbles.
Like because that's how grateful I was. Like at one point I thought to myself, like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to finish.
Mhm.
But whenever I remember just being so in my head, I'm thinking, why can't I just, like he showed me those feelings, he showed me how down I can be on myself. And then he picked me up, and I was so grateful for that. Like he showed me that for a reason. How come I can't bring, like he gave me that for a reason?
Mhm.
Like I can bring that home. I can remember that. I can remember how to be present. I can remember how to be thankful. I can appreciate, everything, even the bad. Like I can even appreciate the bad. So, like I'm just so hard headed that I have to always be shown the bad first before I realize what the good is. And, to be in a training and everybody in the training is like, man, we really look up to what you all are doing. Like that's like the mind blower. Like here, I think we're just barely hanging on sometimes.
Getting banned on
Getting
Facebook left and
yeah,
right. Getting yelled at on the
getting
politics
banned,
page. Just
getting
crying.
yeah, like
It's Mingo the one making the posts on the politics page.
Sometimes it's not even about us. We just think it's about us.
Yeah. He's like, did you hear? He's like, that's just what they're saying, though.
Yeah. So I mean, I had the opportunity to get recentered. I had an opportunity to not only get recentered, but also learn a little bit more about myself in that Fathers of Tradition training. So, that training is to mentor men.
Mhm.
And then today I got to go to the high school and speak to the whole, you think it was the whole high school, Des? Freshmen to seniors. I got to, it's Red Ribbon Week at the high school here in El Reno. So they allowed me to come in and speak about substance use.
Scare them straight.
And I was doing good until I called myself a crackhead. Like I had the whole audience engaged. You know what I mean? Like everybody's just looking at him because I'm being as real as I can. Like I didn't choose. I didn't wake up one day and just say, "Hey, I want to smoke crack."
Mhm.
Like and I heard a couple snickers.
He's
Yeah, he said crackhead. you know, but I kind of went through my process and let them understand. Like, do you want to carry that? Do you want to be known as that? Because I had to live with that at one time. And now I get the opportunity to come back and talk to you about where it started at. Like I told them, to me, substance use is a mental health crisis, and drugs and alcohol were just right there. Like I never gave being spiritually unfit, being understanding that my physical was people, places, and things. My emotional was way off because my spiritual's off. So then my mentality is like F everything, like. So it felt cool to go back and to speak to these kids about, what, like the drugs and alcohol ain't the problem. It all starts up here. Drugs and alcohol, like that's what that's what everybody thinks is the problem.
Yeah, that's just the band-aid.
It's just the band-aid of what's going on up here. So, it's been, I
Not a bad week so far.
not a bad week, start out blazing. So yeah, I could have talked for 2 hours easily. Because when we first got there, they were like, we double booked and there's another presentation before you all. And it was about class rings.
It's like just complete opposite. Not
Yeah,
even
there was
imagine-
nothing
imagine
like,
them thinking they're gonna be
like
talking.
I'll
about
steal your
class.
ring.
Go ahead and get one.
Yeah, go get a ring. So, I mean, you know, it's, I'm not scared. I ain't scared of no mic.
Mhm.
You know, I remember looking at Des and she was like, 10 more minutes. And acted like I didn't see her.
They said I got 30 more minutes, so here we are.
Because when
Keep
we
going.
first got there, they were like, you got an hour and a half. And I was like, are you serious? I said, because I can go. You know, like I can go.
Mhm.
He's like, no, I'm just kidding. You know, maybe like 30 minutes or something. I was like, shoot, I'll go for an hour and a half easily. But, you know, I touched on a lot of different things, you know, coming up in an alcoholic home, you know, what it was like for me, and how it doesn't matter, even though I watched all these bad things happen because of drugs and alcohol, I still picked them up,
Mhm.
you know, and, you know, talked about a little bit about accountability, you know, what it's like if you don't feel like you can talk to somebody, there is help in the school, you know, like even if it's not a teacher, you got friends that you can open up to,
Mhm.
you know, and maybe just explore what it was like, you know, because I thought I was the only one. Thought I was the only one that was going through that at home. But I just didn't open my mouth, you know. Then you get to AA, then you realize, wow,
Yeah.
you know, like,
Everybody.
it's everybody.
Yeah, I mean it happens a lot. I mean, I know in high school, like I was like, oh, this isn't like this is a unique situation, nobody knows. And then, you know, I was talking to my friend Rocky, and then it ends up like a year later, he ends up moving in with me and like his mom and his sister and him move in with me and my mom because they're escaping the same situation. And so I was like, well, look at that. Look at this small world. But, you know, it just happens. And so, you know, it's like it's a lot closer to home than people think. And it's
Definitely.
a lot
Definitely.
more homes than people think. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I got the opportunity to go back.
Mhm.
You know, I got to go be that person that I never had.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's like one of the most important things about giving back to my community is being that person I never had. You know, I have some pretty cool uncles, you know, crazy uncles and all different levels of uncles, you know, but I want to be that safe uncle.
Mhm.
You know, I want to be that one that isn't scared to talk about, you know, what's really going on in my community,
The hard topics.
the hard topics, you know, and I went over there and told Christina, you know, I was like, man, you know, things went great. You know, I appreciate the opportunity. She was like, well, maybe every time, you know.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, yes, definitely. I would love to get back up there, and you know, and I could talk about all kinds of things. You know,
Do
I
a
was all
Q&A.
toe up.
A Q&A. We need
Yeah.
all of them.
Well, I did at the end. Anybody got any questions? Okay, thank you.
Look right at everybody's hands going
Yeah.
up. All right, no questions. Here we go.
I was doing good till I called myself a crackhead. But you know, I had to be real. I had to be real. Like, do you want to carry that
That title.
around with you? Because that used to be the worst thing in the world to me. Oh man, that's a crackhead. Let's get him. You know what I mean? Like, let's get him. You know, and then I'd be the guy that was getting chased.
Yeah, be running all over 'em.
I just wanted a dub. You know. Do we have any more comments?
Yeah, we got a lot. Erica Catherine Wilson says, thank you, Well Variety, Cheyenne Arapaho Tribes, for the Culture Couch.
Hey,
So nice to watch from Denver, Colorado.
Hey, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Faye says, you were pouting. I heard it through the
Oh
messages.
yeah, that was me. Yeah, I even said, "Let me pout."
Charlene says, good afternoon, Neff and Barry.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Shirlene. It was her birthday not too long ago.
Mhm.
Tatum says, I guess I can forgive you, Barry Boat.
There's a lot
I'm
of
sorry.
birthdays.
I'm sorry, Tatum. I'm sorry, Theta. Sorry, Dez. I'm sorry, Mingo. I'm sorry, Carmelo. I'm sorry, Darian. I'm sorry to
Shayna and Ron.
Shayna, Raina, and Sean,
There
and the toy baby.
we go. That's
you
the
know.
third one. The third tour baby that we're
Wow.
going.
Natalie
I'm waiting for a
Harjo
text from my
says
mom.
you
Wait,
should
you
have
have
heard it
another one?
live.
No, not me. It's
Huh?
somebody else.
Nat says you should have heard it live though.
Yeah,
pouting?
I was mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, for me pouting or you pouting?
I'm sure it
Both
was
Me.
Barry. I'm sure it was Barry.
Yeah, it was me.
And Cassandra said I could hear it. Stacy Star says I can't shut my mouth.
Thank you. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Say
wow.
she knows I love her.
Mingo said, "Where's the party people at?" And Mingo said, "Did Barry tell Reno High School people that this is worse than jail?"
No, man. I kind of feel like, like I was. Well, of course, Desi's the only face I can really see. So like I kept like would glance back at her, and even she was like engaged.
Engaged?
Yeah,
I've
like
never heard this side of Barry.
yeah. And she could probably tell you better than I could. But I feel like, I feel like I was honest,
Mhm.
and I was as PG as I could be.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like a lot of people think these kids are as PG as we think these kids are, and
No.
I'm like, I was a kid once. I know I was terrible, and so a lot of the lessons that go into like schools and stuff are very sugar coated. They're not full of purpose. It seems like. So I think you bringing that realism, it connects with them more. Because yeah, you've heard my teenage stories, and then
Mhm.
we've heard yours. We all know, you know,
We need somebody to
PG
be
is not
real.
PG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need somebody to be real.
Yeah,
You
because
can't go in there being 6'7".
yeah, you can't be 6'7".
Yeah, you can't
bruh.
be 6'7".
Don't be mid. Be based.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
T.
Got to pull out
Yeah.
all that riz.
Clock
Okay, bro.
it. But it was cool because I got to meet Mr. Delk. I've heard so much about Mr. Delk because my kids, Leanna went to the academy. Isaac was about to go to the academy. Hallie went to the academy. And, I've just always heard about how they wanted to quit, but Mr. Delk would talk them into keep going, until they, except Isaac, of course. But even he said, hey, I knew your son. Like, man, your son was a really good, he was a really good kid. Like, I don't know, like a couple of the teachers came up and were like about to get emotional. Like, thank you for saying what you said, like these kids needed to hear that. And I just thought it was important that I get up there and be honest about who I am. What it was like, what happened, and what it's like now. So did I see another big comment come on?
There's a bunch
Yeah.
of them.
Stacy says, "Buh, this guy," talking about Mingo in his comments.
Yeah, because Mingo's not even here. They're
Yeah.
doing Mingo things.
Tobias says, "Good afternoon, brothers."
Hey, bro.
Mingo, random comment, bottles in the trash. Legend gets on there, says, "Good afternoon, brothers. I'm 357 days well today.
Wow. One more,
Glory to
8 more
God.
days.
May you all have a day full of blessings."
Thank you for sharing that, sis.
Yep. Cassie B says the laughs you heard were laughs of familiar.
Familiarity.
Yes. I don't know why I couldn't say that.
Say it. Say it again. Say it now.
No, I'm good. Because everybody is touched by addiction. You can't reach your hands out in a group of people and not touch somebody who isn't dealing with it themselves. Misty Hickson says, "Good afternoon."
Good afternoon, Miss Hickson.
Leslie Bowtone says, "Good afternoon, Brother HK."
Good afternoon, sis.
Mr. Byron Johnson on YouTube.
Hey.
Chocmaha Brothers.
Jimmy Chokma.
Chickasaw Country.
Yokoke. Yokoke.
Ron or Sean says, "Jesus forgives, but Cheyennes don't."
Don't say that.
Stacy says, "Gall, y'all are goofy. Thanks, I needed that laugh before work." And,
Hey, all right, sis.
yeah, Miss Alicia Kinney says, "Ez and I are listening, and y'all just made her cringe with the slang that we were saying."
That's just the tip of the
Clock it.
iceberg.
Clock
bruh.
it. That's T, bruh.
Yep. Podcast is T. Not mid. We're based.
I hope you're having a good day, ladies.
Yeah, stay Sigma.
Yeah. Stay Sigma.
Stay Sigma.
I'll probably think of some more.
David
what's the
Deere says,
one?
"Good afternoon."
Stongo.
What's the one? What?
Oh,
The other word.
I can't even think of it now. I'm getting too current.
Soon we're not even gonna talk normal. We're gonna talk like
Yeah.
teenagers.
Come in with the alpaca hairdos.
Yeah, I'll have my little curls. Go get perms.
That's
Yeah,
what-
yeah.
That's what I was.
Shirt.
I was telling Des. I said I like looking at all their hairdos.
I feel like I'm at a petting zoo.
Yeah, all these alpacas walking around. You know, I said whenever it was my day, I said I used to have a bowl cut, and I would just split it right down the middle.
Yep.
You know, and thought I was the
remember that
man.
From the Grudge.
Yeah,
I remember it.
I'll come and do you a favor
Yeah.
and just show up.
I'll bless your eyes.
Yeah.
I
You know,
I don't even have to talk.
Yeah.
yeah. What up, yo? You know, and I thought I was the bee's knees, but you know, it feels good. It just feels good to go back and give back to my community. And I told Mr. Dell, Coach Slaughter. Is it Coach Slaughter? Coach Slaughter. A few other ones. This fills my cup.
Mhm.
When I pour into, because I said, that's where we noticed that this disconnect is with our teenagers. That's where the disconnect is.
Mhm.
So I mean, it meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to me to be able to go back.
Yep.
Because I went to prison whenever I was a sophomore. You know what I mean? Like whenever I should have been a junior. I was getting sentenced to go to prison. So I told them, like this is where
That make or break point.
this is where it begins. Good decisions, good choices. So it felt good to see a lot of the kids. Got a lot of nieces and nephews that go here in El Reno, and I do that in any school.
Mhm.
I'd go to any school and talk to any crowd because I feel like I have that ability today. So, any more comments?
AA gets on there. Miss
Hey, Miss
Good-
AA.
Good morning. Keep on keeping on. You all are amazing.
Aho. Mado.
Sean says, "Dang you clowns."
Oh yeah.
The norm.
Yeah, Stacy says, "Barry looking like Bart Simpson when he goes to church." Brother Drew says, "Good afternoon."
Good afternoon, brother.
Nat says, "Andrea Barry survived his first last dance,
Mm-hmm.
camped in at Bama."
Mhm.
Yep. It's pretty cool. I got to watch their ball game. It's pretty cool, just to me, culture is culture, right? I'll go anywhere and hang out with any natives, to hear them talking their language, to hear them singing their songs, to watch them perform or not performing, but taking part, of their ways, like I love it, like it doesn't matter. Culture is culture to me, so yeah, it was cool. It's just like being at Sundance. In a way, it's just like being at Sundance. So I enjoyed it, I really enjoyed it.
Andrea said, "Oh, okay, now he is, cuz."
Yeah.
Indoctrinated.
Yeah, indoctrinated. Well, what do you think?
About what?
Everything.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
about
jump.
life in general.
So, how was the dance?
It was good. It's bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a lot smaller because there was 2 other dances. But it's good. The sisterhood held down the fort while I was just running around yelling at people. Me and Carly getting arguments because we were all stressed out. Because I was like, just go over there. And then she's like, no, we can't fall apart right now. We're all
With her big hands.
yeah, giant hands. I got scared. Thought she was gonna hit me. But no, it was good. How we did our special, I thought was really fun because we just closed out Gore Dance with our special. So like, did the giveaways the first song, and they went 6 songs in. Like they were
on it.
feeling it. And so that was a lot more like community feeling, community building, because people were getting honored left and right, like loved ones and everything.
Yeah.
Super fun. And then the contests were great. The junior boys fancy contest was definitely the one that took the
Stole the show.
Yeah, stole the show. I was gonna say took the night away. I don't know what the phrase is, but yeah, they did great. And then yeah, it was a fun time. And so on to the next.
That drum had some It was full of head singers around
Yeah.
that drum last.
Yeah, Jaden had
Jaden
a
was
whole
there. Roger was there.
squad of back.
Craig was there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, brother Craig.
The Watans. Yeah, so
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, there's a
Isaac
lot. There's
was
two
out there
drums.
too, so.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, he was drumming.
Yeah, he was singing, and then then we had Amick. Amick getting all heartbroken up there. Yeah.
Y'all leave my brother
I
alone.
know, but it was great
Most
because
of
he
the
was.
time, it's not even us saying anything.
I know,
He
right?
does it
Yeah.
to himself.
Yeah.
Community
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, you got to terrorize him.
Brown sugar.
But we
Brown
got to
sugar.
give him donut sticks for his giveaway, so he loved that.
Okay.
And so so he got to see what the chaos is like whenever it's just us at the table. He's like, "Oh my god, these people are ridiculous." And we're just like, "Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Just
Yeah.
whatever goes." And so it was a good time though. And then so our next Recovery's next dance is November 22nd in Gary for Circle of Giving, which is the toy drive that we did last year for kids that have been affected by substance use, whether it be their parents or their parents lost custody of them, overdose happens, pretty much anything. So we're trying to just like make this time a little bit better for them. And so that'll be in Gary. So if anybody wants to come out to that,
Yeah, we'll make
absolutely.
that post after we get off of
Yeah,
here.
on
Yeah.
our registered 501c3 nonprofit page, All Nations
All
Recovery,
Nations Recovery.
not tour. I
Yeah.
have to keep saying that to everybody.
All Nations Recovery is completely different than Tour. For some reason, when they talk about us being the Gourd Clan, they call us by Tour, but we're two different entities.
Doesn't help that the board is everybody
Oh, that works for Tour?
People that used to work for Tour or Tour now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we made Recovery pretty much just because grants
keep
and
them
left and right, and we wanted to keep our
this
stuff
thing
going,
keep going.
and so we made our own nonprofit just for Recovery stuff. And so that's what we can try to do in the communities, so that way we don't have these weird restrictions with grants or anything like that, and we get a lot more freedom to help.
Yeah.
And so but I
Good
don't know where
deal.
we were going with that, but
Well, I think
so
we
you
just
know.
had to point it out
Yeah.
because there is, like if you're talking to somebody, they'll be on the mic. Well, we just want to thank Tour.
Yeah.
And it's like, hold up. This isn't, of course, we're a tribal program. We all, most of us work for Tour, but this is a Recovery Gourd Clan thing.
Yeah.
All the powwows and everything, that's a Gourd Clan thing.
Yeah. I do think it's cool now that sometimes we're getting noticed as Recovery when we are Tour.
Yeah.
And so at Indigenous Peoples Day, you're like, "Oh, you guys are the Recovery guys," and I was like, "People now."
Oh.
I know. Now I can't wait.
Yeah.
Nobody even knows what Tour is.
That's why I said I wanted us to get Recovery cards.
Yeah.
Because there's people that are looking for like our Recovery.
Mm.
and
Yeah,
then
we got
people that are
merch.
looking for Tour.
Yep.
So
now we
So I think it's funny because I bet you people are like, we don't care, like
Just a
well,
title.
the people don't care.
Yeah.
It's
we have to distinguish the difference between the two.
we definitely have.
Yeah.
So, do we have any more comments before we jump off?
Leslie
into this?
Bowtone says, "I love you, bro."
Love you too, sis.
Do we want to read these ones from Tatum? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Did you forgive her?
Go
for
ahead.
sure?
We got to.
Have you forgiven her?
Did you make your amendment?
Yes, I already made
Did she
my.
accept your apology?
I don't
though?
know. That's on her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can make more of an.
I
apology.
can make.
Yeah, make
I
her
can
accept
make
it.
her accept it.
Yeah.
No, go ahead and. This is my little sister.
She
I gotta-
says, "Can you guys give my brother a 13th birthday shout out for tomorrow? He's currently headed to the Kansas City Chiefs game. His
Wow.
name is Cash.
But do we do it today or tomorrow?
Do we do it today?
I mean,
Tomorrow's camp.
is he watching right now?
Tomorrow is well. I think I have to stay back tomorrow anyways.
No. Well, we can do it whenever we do the real. Be like, hey, happy birthday, Cash.
Yeah, come pass out stuff
Come-
to the unhoused.
Yeah. Come check us
Yeah,
out.
yeah. We got him. We got him. We got him. Big dog.
Lisa Garza says, Aho, relatives, Kickapoo tribe of Oklahoma.
Hey, all right.
Cynthia John says, Las Vegas, Nevada, 5 years and 9 months.
Wow.
good.
Thank you
Vita
for
work.
sharing that with us.
Wait, is that going? It's going.
What?
Oh,
Oh, Thetis.
yeah, her little.
Aunt Mealy says, Eyeball, is that you?
Yes.
Let me hear you.
We are.
We are hot.
Do it. Hit it. We haul it. You got
That's
it.
exactly
Hit it.
what he said.
Hit it.
We
You got
har
it.
it.
Oh, happy birthday, Cash.
We y'all.
No. It says we AR haul.
You gotta do it just like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
like
what they
a- like a-
requested.
like
You
a
can't do it
donkey.
the other way.
Yeah, you got it. All right, let it rip.
Wait, what is it again?
It says we OR ha it.
We OR
Ha it.
ha it.
It's WEEEEEOR space HAWW.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be something different, but that's what.
No, we need to hear this.
No.
Our blanket's falling. Let it rip. Let it rip.
Well,
I was all excited.
that's my dog right there. That's my dog.
Well, let's see.
Well,
Let's see.
I don't
All
know what he
well, How about
means.
haw it?
Ha.
Lisa Garza says she's 3.5 years clean.
Hey, thank you for sharing that with us.
Stacy Starr says that's the inspector.
Yep.
Tatum says today. We have to give him a shout out today.
Okay. Well, we want to give a 13th birthday shout out to Mr. Cash. I hope you have a good day. I hope you enjoy that Chiefs game tomorrow.
Tonight.
Tonight. Actually, it is tonight.
Yes.
So, I hope you have the best. That you're already starting it off right if you're going to a Chiefs game. That's pretty amazing. And, we hope you have the best day ever. Hope you, are in good health. We hope, you get to spend a lot of time on this earth and you make good decisions. So, I'm sure if Tatum was here, she would, wish you the same. But big
she's
birthday.
not.
Happy 13th birthday.
She's not here wishing you
Mr.
a happy
Cash.
birthday.
So, I hope that was good enough.
Yeah, I did see Tita's work right, so that should be good enough.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, if you got Theta on that, then
He's
we
going all
good.
the way to Kansas City to see Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
Ants says ha it.
Yeah, haw
It
it.
says
in
ha
an
ha.
Indian voice.
And he says ha it in Indian voice.
Ha.
Ha.
Remind me of the old Peter Pan movies.
Nat says Lisa Garza, we missed you at Sweat. Hope to see you soon.
Yeah, Lisa's a good one.
And Nat
Lisa
said, I was
is a
just
good
kidding,
one.
bro. I finally caught you guys in here live.
Glad you could tune in.
And then Lisa and Natalie are having a conversation.
They're sharing secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we go ahead and get off into this reading?
We've only been talking for 43 minutes.
Nah, let's get into this reading.
I don't even know where the page is.
You haven't been on here for a week.
Yeah.
I asked you all to what it was, and y'all were like, "Oh, gee, it."
Yeah.
So I haven't even read the meditation.
Me either.
It's a good one.
All right. October 27th. O great spirit, whose voice I hear in the winds and whose breath gives life to all the world, hear me. I am small and weak. I need your strength and wisdom. Let me walk in beauty and make my eyes ever behold the red and purple sunset. From a prayer to the Great Spirit. The Great Spirit runs the world and the people by a set of natural laws and principles. He says we are to live our lives and make decisions that will be in harmony with these laws. He says we should be respectful to all things and to all people. He says we should pray for each other. He says we should forgive one another. It is easy to tell if a person is following the ways of the Great Spirit. You can tell by how a man walks in his life, he doesn't need to say anything. If we are dishonest or deceitful, other people will know. This is true because we are all interconnected in the unseen world. My Creator, let me obey your ways. Let me walk the talk. I feel like we somehow all talked about this before.
I know, right?
So just play this part of the video first and then fly.
Yeah. Wow. I think it goes right right along with what we were already talking about.
Let me repeat.
Ain't that
what I-
weird how that lines up?
Seasonal. It's seasonal.
And how the creator speaks to you without even having to say anything, like it says. Like I was upset about nobody doing this live, and I was taking it personal. Well, I was reminded on why can't you go back to when you were grateful, thankful, and appreciative of what's happening in your life? Like I get the opportunity to do these things today. How come they don't see it that way? Like, and I was like, like it was that burden was getting heavy
Mhm.
because it ain't mine to make sure that everybody understands what's important to me. So where it talks about you can see where a person isn't following the creator. After I got mad about it, then I was like, hell with it.
Burn it down.
Yeah, burn that
Stop
down.
paying for StreamYard. We're not doing it
Yeah.
anymore.
Never again am I getting on there. And then I was like, well, what does that solve? Like, we don't do this because it makes me happy. We don't do this because it makes anybody here happy. Like it doesn't,
We don't like it at all.
We hate this.
and that's kind of how I felt, like I was like, how come they can't see the good that this does? Like this isn't about how it makes us feel.
Mhm.
It's about how it makes other people feel. So, I was looking at, I'm bargaining in my head. Well, we do this so we can do that. This happens so this, like I'm finding ways to, I'm not keeping it simple.
Mhm.
I'm complicating things inside here, which that's what I do. I'm an overthinker. Things need to be in order for me to operate, and that ain't how life is. So like I got the opportunity to be like, hey, you know what? Like there's no reason that I should be getting upset with anybody. Like why am I putting my responsibility on somebody else? Why can't they see, like I'm still trying to say that to myself as I'm processing what's going on, not with anybody else, but I get in the chat and I'm like cussing. Like I'm literally
Freedom.
cussing,
Yeah.
cussing at my sisters, like, getting very uncharacteristically, talk, I became
Keyboard warrior.
I was a keyboard warrior.
Yeah.
You know,
Strong
I
one
wasn't
too.
willing to back it up.
Coming off the rip, didn't even spell stuff right. Just going.
All capitals,
Yeah.
exclamation, But it was like whoa, like what am I remember praying about it.
Mhm.
Like why am I letting this bother me so much? Like why? Like it doesn't even, if anything, I'm making things worse. So I, it took me getting recentered. It took me understanding like, like the creator showed me how to be grateful. And that was my most recent, like I know how to be grateful every day, but like an event that happened in my life where I can remember being so happy that I, like I couldn't stop crying. Was that moment that I was talking about where I was in ceremony and I just kind of had this like weight lifted off of me and man, like I can't even describe how relieved I was and how grateful I was. And I said if I can hold on to that, if I can keep that up here, when I give the creator, as long as I learn how to sit down and sit in my prayer, because I used to, I'm the type sometimes I get impatient for the things that I want. I want that instant gratification, but as long as I'm able to be in the right place where, I'm not around the people and places and things that will take me down and I'm in a mentally good headspace, and I understand that I am a happy person. I just gotta, I that self-talk,
Mhm.
that self-talk can be deadly, and it's that I have a good self-image of myself. Yeah, chubby, but
It's a round image.
yeah, it's a shape, but that self-talk leads to that self-image. What then my behaviors start to reflect in what's up here.
Mhm.
So I mean, just the simple fact that I have that awareness of when I'm getting off centered. Like that's just a whole blessing in its own. That's a whole, because for years and years I functioned as, an alcoholic and addict and have no tools. I thought I was okay. I thought everything was all right, until you become like when you take things out of the creator's hand, which is the easiest thing to do, is to take things out of his hands and try to control how my life should go. I'm always going to want to win. I'm never going to be able to grow if I'm not facing adversity. So I looked at it as another challenge, not a challenge, but I looked at it as another process that I need to learn how to get through, in a healthy way, build these healthy habits, do these healthy things, do this self inventory, quit taking everyone else's, do this self inventory, look at how solving these problems can help me. What may be hard for me today will make things easier tomorrow. So it's just having the discipline, the self-awareness, and the understanding that there's something better out there for me. But by me dodging all those negative feelings, bad thoughts, like that's the easy thing to do, is to have those ugly negative feelings. But I did, I apologized. I apologized, in the chat. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, like, I don't know why I'm letting this affect my spirit. But, that's where it all begins with me. When my spirit's off, then nothing can be on. So, I mean, that's all I got.
What's happening?
Nothing. I just went back and was reading the comments.
Go ahead. What'd they say?
Oh, the ones you posted in our chat?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let me get the bleep button ready.
Go ahead. Tell them.
He has the banner on the
I
bottom.
already put it on the banner. No, I'm just kidding.
Tell them what I said.
No, you already said it.
No. Like literally
No,
tell
this
them.
cracked me up because, half the time when we're on here, that's why I always hesitate to try to show any anger or animosity or anything, because no one ever knows, especially with us three, if we're joking.
We joke around so
if we're
much.
joking or not. And so, like, every time that I put something in there, I'm just like, that either sounds like I'm a real a-hole, or I don't care about something, or I'm just joking around. And most of the time, people take it the first two rather than me just joking around. So,
I don't know why.
yeah, I don't know why either. But Tatum, that's how it started out. She's like, "Who's doing the live today?"
Oh, is he true?
Oh,
And Barry's like, "You are."
I take back
please."
my
He's
apology.
like, it's Women's Wednesday. Remember, it's your time to shine. And Tatum's like, us women just really need a break around here.
here it goes again.
Set him off right there. Starts playing Knuck If You Buck in the background. Here we go.
Yeah.
That or set it
And
off.
Barry, this is what cracked me up. He's like, at least you have ducks.
Oh yeah, because their ducks weren't in a row.
Oh yeah. She's talking about her ducks not being in a row. Like, are they ever?
And Tatum she said, my ducks left too. I don't know why I worry about it so much. God's will. It happens, then it's cool. If it doesn't, then that's cool too.
Yeah, because at that point I'm reflecting. At that point, I'm like, why am I letting this? Why am I letting this affect me so much?
What's worse is
forgot
like
the
Darian
ducks.
knows how to egg it on even more, because he goes, exactly. You need to let go and let Maheo.
And then later, I'm gonna go sweat about it.
Yeah.
It was at
Yeah.
like 5:30.
And then Barry's like, exactly. I don't think he wants us to do it anymore.
I done gave up.
Yeah.
I done gave up.
It's a waste of time. Who cares?
Yeah.
F them, MF.
F
Yeah.
them MFers.
Amigo out of nowhere. Stay hard.
Yeah, yeah. If you guys want to know how communication, goes,
Yeah.
that's
This
it.
is in our group chat.
Barry says, I don't think we should do it anymore, or I don't want to anymore.
I didn't. At that point, I'm like, you know what? Like, because it affected me that much spiritually.
Yeah, and then Ron says, but you're the pod father.
Yeah, I'm trying to console you.
It's funny because you keep trying to say it in everyone's voice.
I was getting mad and cussing at my little sisters, disturbing my serenity, unnecessary drama. It's not my responsibility. My mental health deserves better self-awareness.
You know, and
Yeah.
that was after going through
I
every
thought you were
emotion.
still going through it right there.
No,
You
no.
know,
At that
fine.
point,
Yeah.
I'm like on back and forth, and I was just like, I need to be right here. You know what I mean? Like I was way off kilter. Like I don't know, you know, and that's a tool that I get today.
Mhm.
That's a tool I never had. You know, it's realizing when anger is controlling me or when my emotions. Because to me, those are two different. I know anger is an emotion, but anger can overpower my life.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then, you know, when my spirit's angry, you know, like then a whole different set of problems come up.
Yep.
You know, and then understanding that, then I'm getting emotional. Like F it. You know, like why do I even care? Why
What's the
even
use?
try?
What's the use?
Yeah.
All it is changing people's lives, but
Yeah.
not mine.
You know,
And what made me laugh more, because I'm just sitting here reading
Yeah.
the whole time, and then during that time, like Shayna's literally like telling her story. Because
Yeah.
because like 10 minutes later, she's like, "Hey guys, I just told my story."
Yeah. My voice only got shaky
Yeah, my
once.
voice
Yeah.
got shaky.
yeah.
And then everybody like changes their attitude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's so great. And that's when we find out about the tour baby at the same
Yeah.
time. And I'm just like, oh, all the
Oh.
hearts start going in the chat and everything.
Yeah. It's great. It's great when you can like how like we're also open with like arguing, but also the forgiving part. Like we already switched back
Yeah.
up. We're like, all right, we're good.
Like at the end of the day, we're a family.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, we're a family, and you know, like not only are we looking after the community, but we understand too, like how important it is to, you know,
Looked after each other and
look after
ourselves.
each other. You know, like we pick up other people all day long. You know, like nobody should have left me hanging. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Still going?
Yeah.
I still don't know why you couldn't do the live.
Yeah. I know we got over this, but I'm bringing it back up.
Let me tear that scab off.
I'm a lot more calm about it now.
Yeah. I got my argument ready now.
Yeah.
Now that I'm clear, have
I got some
sound
more
logic.
bullets ready to go.
Yeah, I crafted the
Shots
chart.
fired.
But happy birthday,
Yeah,
cat.
yeah, but
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Oh my god. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
All right, let's go back through some of these comments. AA says spirit and intent equals alignment.
Yes. My intent.
Yeah. Quentin Sessom says, "Good afternoon, Uncle Barry
Good afternoon,
and
nephew.
cousin Darian." Ant says, "I start off my day with my sponsor, a gratitude list, and it helps me make my day good.
Definitely.
It's the little things that still put big in motion."
Mhm, mhm.
Definitely.
Leslie says, "Yes, he did. He was cussing at me too. My own brother getting mad."
Mother.
April Sever says, "Thank you for listening while in office. Keeps me grounded and grateful to be employed. There was a time my alcoholism kept me unemployable. Peekaboo Country appreciates the Culture Couch."
Oh, we appreciate that.
Jen Miller says,
Well, no.
"Hey, y'all, good afternoon."
Good afternoon, Jen, up there in Billings.
Villains. Ant says, "Kool-Aid bod, but happy."
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Definitely.
Lisa says he's over there cracking up,
Yeah.
which I assume was about your messages in our group chat.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I can't go back and erase them.
Well, you could,
We
but
can
we
frame-
all know that
We'll
they're
print 'em out
there.
and frame them.
For
We'll
real.
use it as an example.
I stand on business.
It'll just be a communication example.
That was like me going through every emotion.
I was waiting for an audio message to come through. You just crying, and then
You just hear Nat in the background.
yeah,
Stay hard.
Stop, Daddy.
Yeah. It's okay, baby.
Yeah. Do you want some
You
food?
know they don't appreciate
Yeah. You want some pork?
Yeah.
you. Let me make you some beans.
Just hear me.
It says, "Hype man."
Hype man.
Leslie says, "My brother's a grumpy old man."
I can be.
Leslie says, "Watch it now. My nickname is Bullet Brother."
Bullet.
Yeah.
Bullet.
Lisa Garza says, "Gwina."
We're not.
We're all caught
Go ahead.
up.
I feel like we talked about it the whole time, but
Yeah, we did.
you know, I think it's finding other people that are still walking in that same balance with your spirit and intent, or the ones that'll help you acknowledge your spirit and intent are off, because that's like one of the healthiest things you can do is like uh, let people see what they need to work on, and then help them through that way if they want help. Uh, and so I mean, I got family members that do it to me. I got friends that do it to me, to where I can see when I am getting off, or when I like my work life balance is off, or anything like that. And so I think just as important it is for you to acknowledge it, it's important to acknowledge it for others whenever they're receptive to it. Like, don't be uh being like antagonizing, or like
Yeah.
violent with it. But I mean, just as like as a loved one, I mean, just be upfront, let them know
There's a positive.
that there's something that needs to be worked on, or anything like that. Because if you have multiple people like that in your circle is going to be very healthy, um, and it's just going to help heal itself. Like how we were talking, like we're all very transparent with each other, and I feel like we get along more than most programs, or more than most offices, or whatever you want to call these people.
More than pathways.
Yeah, more than pathways. Yeah. Or
Well,
prevention.
We
but-
talk to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
like a huge deal. 'Cause
Yeah.
you could go throughout this entire office and it'll be
It's quiet.
like completely quiet
Yeah.
besides our office.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's
Real
like it's key for us.
Yeah.
And like we know if like someone walks in, you can just feel the energy whenever they walk in. Like we know like if,
Well, you're gonna smell medicine when
Yeah.
you walk into our office.
yeah, and then just for example, we know if like Theta's like pissed off at the world when she walks in the door, or Tatum's having one of her crash out days. Like me and Darian were talking about Des walking in. Like if you don't say anything to us when you
Yeah,
walk
we
in,
already
like,
know.
we know
We
to
know you're
leave you
having a
alone
bad
for a little
day.
bit
Bad evening, whatever.
until you
Yeah.
until
This
you
morning she
decide
was
to
all
start
happy.
talking.
Hey guys. Like, oh, okay.
She must have
We
had
got-
a good night.
We got happy Dizzy today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take in bets.
This is a totally different chat.
But it's clear as day how we talk to each other, and it's like everybody's an equal. It's not, you can say this to somebody, but you can't say it to this person. It's
Yeah.
like we
We
lay
get
it
it
all
from the
out.
whole bunch.
And then hot seat. See, Nat knows. Hot seat's
Yeah.
the best part.
Yeah.
It'll be involuntary hot seat too. We'll put you in it right then.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just 'cause she's
Tatum
in the
lives
middle.
in the house.
Yeah.
She loves it there.
Yeah.
She may not realize it, but she loves it there. Because here's the thing, is like if we didn't care,
That'd be the worst thing ever.
we wouldn't say anything. And that's even worse than
Duking it out.
duking it out, to be on the radar and be like, hey, because we want to laugh at each other about it.
Mhm.
We find ways to laugh about it. But at the same time, I mean, that's also like kind of like when Tatum and Mingo were racing to work. Who's here before 9? Like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then
And
they-
then they're like, I did it. And I'm like, you guys are celebrating mediocrity right now. We started at 8, 8:55. Like, but it's before 9. Like,
yeah.
just like, all right. Yeah, have your victories.
yeah.
Whatever helps you out. I
Yeah.
guess.
Whatever
Yeah.
gets you out of bed. But yeah.
That's good. I mean, it's fun around here.
Yeah. AA says, quit picking on the ladies. We pick on the men too.
We pick on the
Mingo
men too.
Gets grilled every single day. That's why he leaves early. He's got to go. cry.
Mingo asked for it.
Yeah, he does. I don't think he does stuff on purpose, but his life, just in general,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
asks for us to give him a hard
He
time.
just like disassociates from us like
He does got Mingo things.
on the daily. And we're just so used to it. We're like, oh well.
I'm waiting for him to build his own like LLC that's just called Mingo Things,
yeah.
because he's at that point where he's doing all this other
Yeah,
stuff. and I'm
might
just
as
like,
well.
Hey man, just make you a. just
Yeah,
Mingo
like-
Things.
Go be self-employed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. But if you don't mind, I'm gonna share a little bit.
Go ahead. Go right on ahead.
A lot of the things that I've been studying on lately is about our circle of fellowship, and I think our circle of fellowship is is kind of what makes us who we are and strengthens us every single day. And whether we give each other a hard time about it or not, it's just that's part of who we are and how we grow. But your circle of fellowship is important, whether it's family or whether it's friends or whether it's a combination. Like, who picks you up on a daily basis? Who is praying for you on a daily basis? Who you can rely on to lift your spirit is part of that circle of fellowship. And you have to know who those key people are in your life in order for you to continue to grow, in order for you to continue, because relying on somebody is important. And, we go through life struggles every single day. My kids are, they get to sit inside my circle of fellowship because they're covered by all the people that I know that are praying for them every single day. The ones that check on them, besides us as parents, that I don't know how I don't get by. I can't get by without having the knowledge that I can't just do it on my own. I have to have that circle of fellowship that helps me out. And so having that relationship with Creator and knowing that He's the one that's guiding my circle of fellowship is kind of key, and continue to let me know that even if I'm having a bad day or even if I'm feeling weak, that I have people out there that are having a good day, and they're going to step up, and they're going to be able to pray, and they're going to be able to voice things that are going on that's going to help me to be to be able to make it through that day, because everybody has bad days. And there's sometimes where I come in and I'm having a bad day, but this circle of fellowship that we have lifts me up, because laughter is medicine. And we definitely have that here. And so it really helps out a lot. And so I think it's just key that if you know who your circle of fellowship is, and you know that Creator's the center of it, and that those people are always going to be there for you no matter what, and no matter what it is you're going through, and then vice versa, you're going to be there for them. It helps out a ton whenever you're going through some of the hardest times you may go through in your life. So.
Oh, I thought we were going higher.
Oh,
I was trying to raise it.
I was gonna do the Tita.
Oh.
I'm still waiting for you to do the thing that Ant wants you to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Hot.
that
Hot.
Oh.
All right, let's go back through some of these comments.
Yeah.
I know. You should lash out more often. This is a good line.
I know, right?
Oh,
Yeah. Make it an every Wednesday thing.
every Wednesday.
Yeah, every Wednesday.
Women's Wednesday thing.
Yeah, just start cussing everybody out.
What's that one say?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to put that on there.
Yeah, hot seat's definitely the best part
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
us.
Leah Sessom says, "Good afternoon, fellas."
Good afternoon, Leah.
Andrea says, "Don't be a SA." I don't know what. I assume that means.
Something. Spell it out. We want to hear it.
I assume it means
Shit ass.
SHITAS.
Leah shit ass.
Oh,
I'm assuming.
I thought
I'm
it was gonna be
assuming.
something
that's what
worse.
that's what I think
No,
it
don't be a
is.
shit ass.
Sean says, when you apologize to an elder, you're supposed to give them a Pendleton.
Mhm. Yeah, Pendleton coaster. You can get one of those little.
Good thing I was the oldest one in my rant.
He's like, didn't nobody apologize to me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Darian says, hot seat is definitely the best part of Shine Arapahoe Tour project. Andrea said, quit picking on the ladies. Leah Sessom says, communication, strive to better relationship with self and spiritual growth is bound to be given better relationships with others. Communication is important.
Definitely.
Quentin Sessom says, how are you guys?
Good.
Doing good, nephew.
Better
Hope you're
that
having a good day.
He's not pouting anymore.
Yeah, I'm over myself.
Yeah, I'm not pouting anymore either.
Yeah. Ant says, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you speak for the unheard. I'm glad I watched you guys. Love you, Barry.
Oh, love you, brother.
I think I was talking about Mingo. About
Yeah.
he brings it upon himself.
Yeah. Andrew says he does, and he builds that invisible wall.
Yeah, he disassociates
Yeah.
real fast.
Zones out. That's why he's always like, "Wait, what are we talking about?"
Yeah.
Middle of his sentence too.
He'll
Oh,
be
I don't know
telling
what
a
I mean.
story, and we'll start talking back, and he'll be like, wait,
Yeah,
what were we talking about?
yeah. What do you mean? This was you. Yeah.
Yeah, Cassandra says the race to mediocrity.
Mhm.
That's not what she put, but that's what
Yeah.
she meant. Mints.
Oh yes. Thank you for your feedback.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Darian says, that's what Natalie says, Darian Chibata. Thank you for your feedback. Tobias says, laughter is the best medicine sometimes.
Always.
Natalie said a poop butt, which
Yeah,
was-
the essay.
He's into
Don't
it,
be
yeah,
a shit
the
ass.
a sad butt, Lisa Garza says. And Ron just started laughing because he didn't get his
'cause they said
apology.
butt.
Yeah, because they said butt.
Said cat
I can't believe you guys said that.
Well, I mean, that's all I really got.
We're just hitting the tip of the iceberg. We got
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got a
Yeah, we still
30
got a
minutes
few
before
hours.
We got to get off of here.
Yeah, that's all I really got. You got anything else? Anything else you want to share? What do we got going on this week?
this week. Not much. We just got our
Camp tomorrow.
Oh, tonight is the first grief circle that Nicolette's hosting at 6, and then we'll have our regular talking circle at 7. 6, 7, bruh.
That's not what it says
6,
on
7.
the calendar.
I know,
6,
it's
7.
supposed to be 7.
I laughed because when I got here this morning, I was looking at it and I was like, Desi,
Yeah. What's death camp?
what is Death Camp? she was
Like-
like, AJ said the same thing.
Yeah. I think she meant to say death cafe, but I put camp because I can't write. But it's just talking about death and grief.
At camp.
And then Tuesday we have camp, so we'll be behind Second Chances Thrift at
23rd.
Yeah, 23rd of MacArthur
MacArthur.
from 10 to 2. It was pretty cool. We got to see a lot of the people on Thursday last week that we see on
Same ones?
Tuesday. Yeah, we got to see a lot of them. We had
That's
some
cool.
that was breakdancing with Mingo. They were doing a dance battle. They were twerking, so that was pretty interesting.
Okay.
So it's an old guy and Mingo.
He
doing
got
that.
whooped.
Yeah, lost. And then, but yeah, they were all happy to see us. They're asking about gun locks and manicure sets, which we give out, and so now we know those are the top 2 items besides
Yeah.
Narcan and all that stuff. But yeah, it was pretty cool. We saw a lot of natives also. Desi even was like, "If you want a gun lock, you can lock up your man." And she said that to this dude, and he's like, "My man!" Like, slams the gun lock down, and then the girl that he was with just started busting out laughing, then grabbed one and then left.
Yeah.
So it had me cracking up. And so, yeah,
So that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anything Wednesday?
Wednesday, nope.
Oklahoma City Talking Circle.
Oh, Oklahoma City
Talking
Talking Circle at noon.
Thursday,
Thursday.
we will be speaking at Okana for the ODAPCA conference about harm reduction at 3:15, and then our regular talking circle, and then that's it.
That's it, huh?
Yep. Next week we'll have Sober Seams Volume 4, and then the week after that we will have a hand drum class in Weatherford, which the flyers are on our page, and then. Yes, AA, we can give you an update on the Christmas Wellbriety gathering. And then the Grief Circle, it is a Grief Circle tonight at Tor at 6, and then a regular talking circle at 7. Same spot in the back.
Bruh.
Go through the Tor doors. 6, 7, bro.
6, 7. Well, that's all I really got. Thank you for everybody for letting us know how many days you got. Thank you for tuning in. Denver, it was Las Vegas and Billings.
Cali.
Cali, we appreciate all the love, we should be back, to our regularly scheduled. Oh no, times vary.
Tuesday's
how
always
busy
the hard
we
one.
are.
Tuesday
Yeah.
is always the hard one. because
Tuesday's the hard one, but I'm not going to be able to go tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to go tomorrow, so hopefully we'll be able to do it earlier. Because this is here we go again.
Yeah, here we go. All right. Strap in, everybody.
No, while in my training, everybody was like, like they look forward to this.
Mhm.
Like they really look forward to what we're doing over here. And, I just, because of that, I wanted to keep that going. And, that's kind of where I'm at.
You can play it.
But,
Can't hear it.
Well, at least
it
it
clap?
went on.
did it
Yeah.
clap?
I guess so.
Yeah, it's supposed to clap.
Thank you.
Shouldn't.
Everybody.
I
Thank
think
you,
it's not
everybody.
playing out of these speakers.
Yeah,
but,
it's not.
Yeah, it's playing though on the live.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Well-
yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. Trying to,
Ruth says do the live from the alley.
that would be nice. Just
do
need
it.
Wi-Fi.
No, we got our
Oh.
hotspots for our phone.
Oh, do we?
We got that portable power bank. We can bring the whole laptop,
Or we
Well-
can just do it from our phone.
or do it from the phone.
This is all just
which
talk
is
at
what we
this
used
point.
to do.
Mhm.
It's all just talk at this point. But
Mm.
you know,
You're getting mad if we do it and you're here.
that'd be great. That'd be the best thing since sliced bread if y'all could do it.
Sliced bread's all right.
Well, anyways, like, share, follow, tell your mammy about us, and we will see you tomorrow. I hope.